Hello, it's FERN, back again. Ready for some more K-pop stuff? This is the most unemployed thing I've done in a long time. Looking back on the number of performances I've watched, I'm a little bit embarrassed to admit how much time I've spent on this. I don't think anyone cares, but I'm going to tell you about the 2025 K-pop awards season. I've come to you today dressed like a K-pop fan. I know it's important to be able to identify me so you can keep your distance. How did I do? I like that I can see my tattoos with this shirt. Do you like them? Gudetama. Lazy egg. So I made a kind of nightmarish spreadsheet. I hope you're ready to see. Yeah, the last of the awards happened on January 10th. So only a couple days ago from when I'm filming this, and hopefully when I'm posting this. But I feel like it's been forever. Here's the agenda. I'm going to talk about each award show overall, and mention its best and worst stages, call out some highlights where I see them, and then we'll look at how all of the performances compare to each other. Then we'll look at some artist averages, which got a little bit controversial. And at the end, we'll take a peek at how many wins they got compared to my average score that I gave them. We'll see. So let me go over the criteria real quick, because I want to make it clear what I'm judging these based off of. I definitely take live vocals into account in my ratings, but it's far from the only criteria I'm using. Live rap, dance, stage presence, the set, the blocking, the camera work, even song choice. And then one thing I wasn't expecting, but I did come across, was the listening experience in the official recording. Some genres just aren't for me, and I rate them as such, but that's not to say people who enjoy that genre or artist wouldn't enjoy the performance more than I would. So, it's fine to like stuff I rated low. Last thing before we dive into it, let me talk about what each score really means. If you go to 0, you're actively making the world a worse place. 1 is like, make it stop. 2, reconsider your career. 3, this sapped my energy. 4 is like, yikes, this was an embarrassing performance. I'd have thought more highly of this artist had I not seen it. 5, middle ground. If I'm choosing between watching this and doing nothing, I'm not sure which I would choose. 6, palatable. I'm not necessarily glad I spent time watching it, but I can't be that mad at it. It's better than nothing. A 7, acceptable. If I gave you a 7.5, your performance meets expectations, which aren't like on the floor. I have expectations. I expect groups who are performing at these types of shows to be able to perform at least a 7.5. An 8 is a solid performance that showcased your vocals, had synchronized choreography, the energy was maintained throughout, and it built in an appropriate way. The song choice was acceptable, and the balance between dance and stage presence versus vocals was appropriate. A 9 means everyone with any interest in watching a performance should watch this. Great show of skill, the artist owns the stage. I'd watch this on repeat. If I gave you a 10, it means open this video in a new tab now. A 10 is legendary, and I am extremely picky. As you'll soon see, I only gave one performance a 10. Let's jump into it. Okay, let's start with KGMA. Man, boy groups really killed it at this awards show. This season skewed so heavily towards boy groups, it kind of caught me off guard. In my artist database, I categorized each artist by like what kind of group it was. So we have male soloist, boy group, female soloist, girl group, co-ed group, special stage, or other. Other is mostly for like trot singers or ballad singers that are not really considered K-pop. And then special stages are for anyone who's like not normally a soloist, but performing a song or a cover of a song. Yeah, special stages are mostly covers. The coloring of the rating column is based on the highest and lowest score for that award show, so you might see the same color or the same number be slightly different colors between award shows, but when we compare them all with the overview, then you'll see something consistent. So basically the color is just within the context of whatever sheet we're on. KGMA. KGMA. I was really impressed by Kickflip this season. If you watched my last video, you'll know I'm a big fan of My First Love Song and Band-Aid. So their KGMA's performance was pretty great. The choice to go straight into the end of Band-Aid was perfect. P1 Harmony had excellent intros and they performed just really well. Top performances from this award show would be Kickflip, P1 Harmony, Stray Kids, Boy Next Door, ATEEZ, and Close Your Eyes. Honorable mention. Oh yeah, and Dayoung. All Day Project's performance was so bad. So like, was Tarzan's mic off? Like, what was going on? Is that why they kept removing the performance? Let's talk about Mama 2025. Cordis, by far, best stage. The intro to this show was Ink becoming Flash. And wow, these ladies impressed me very much. Just a great dance performance. The only one that was exclusively dance that I rated this highly. It was just captivating. Well done. Who let Super Junior do that? Why are their mics so quiet? Some of them need their mics turned off. Some of them need their mics turned up. I know they're not active, so I can excuse it a little bit, but who wants to see this? Is this what everyone wants? Does either idols pass their prime? The G-Dragon performance. Dude, why are you going on stage and doing that? It was like Banshee-esque. I've been a fan of G-Dragon. I think he's been an interesting artist to watch over the years. This was not interesting to watch, and I wanted to turn it off. Wouldn't recommend. Moving on to Music Bank Global 2025. This was in Japan. This one was so annoying to find recordings of for a while. Like, they didn't post them for quite some time. I don't think my links are comprehensive for this one. Sorry about that. The range of ratings on this one was quite a bit smaller. The highest score was an 8.75, and that was from Stray Kids. I think this was their best performance of the season. And the worst was only at a 5.75, so kind of a high floor. A lot of 8s at this event, and a lot of them were live, which is great. Great to see. Yeah, I would recommend checking out a bunch of performances from this show specifically. The next show, AAA 2025, Asia Artist Awards, LE SSERAFIM's performance was by far the best. It was the best that they've done this season and also the best of the night. Kazuha, I don't know when she became like the best. No, I can't say the best. One of the best singers in the group. She's improved so much. Some performances she is outdoing Yoonjin and Chaewon. Some she's not, but you know, the fact that she can do that at all is saying a lot. And then Chorus, I mean, come on. And Woods, this was the best performance from Woods. Ooh, so good. Oh, just like emotional. A very emotional stage, and I do not typically like those. This was just a really good Chorus stage. And I think this was the best Monsta X stage of the season, too. Yeah, it was nice seeing them. And hearing them do some old songs was always fun. It's always fun. Was this the best Meow performance, too? Yeah. It was really good. This was their best one. If you're gonna watch any of their performances from this season, it should be this one. Although the MBC Music Fest one was also pretty good. Any lowlights for the show? Oh, yeah. The Ash Island performance felt really out of place. I really liked Don't Go, the first song that was performed. But Ash Island's only a feature on that song. It's kind of weird to perform that as one of your only 2 songs. I would have hoped for more. This was not a great All Day Project performance either. Yena's stage was so boring. Give her a more fun stage. She's a fun girl. Moving on to KBS Song Festival. Ooh, this was not the best. Wow, my ratings are really low overall for this. A lot of boring performances of this show, none that are like really, really awful, but just very skippable. I would recommend Kazuha's dance cover Standing Next to You if you're attracted to women. Also, the Triple S stage was good. I liked it. And P1 Harmony performed really well. SBS 2025. There were a lot of solid performances at this show. So many 8s. 80s, great performance. Treasure, great performance. Baby Monster, great performance. Another good Yeonjun one. And Woochon really impressed me with his like special stage. That was good. I think this was the best Kiki stage too. Good kickflip performance for sure. This one's definitely worth checking out. Why is Skins a thing? Skins seems to be evil plave. This is the highest I rated NCT Dream, I think. I don't like the songs they're bringing to the performances this season. Overall, this event was good. AMP? I didn't know who they were. This performance really interested me, and that's the only time that happened this whole season, like for any of these performances. I liked it. Didn't love this unhyped stage. Okay, MMA 2025. This had the best couple of stages. Oh, Zico. Zico's stage. He only did one this whole season, and it was perfect. Let me just read my notes. Yeah, he came to remind us to watch out for him. He's not out of the game, not even close. You won't catch this man breathing. Unless he wants you to, which sometimes he does. It was excellent. If you're gonna watch any performance after this video, then watch this one. Watch Zico's, because it was just clean. Exactly what you would expect from an artist of his caliber. Expectations are really high for Zico, and he absolutely met them. The same about expectations can be said for Jennie, and I've been very harsh about Jennie's live performances in this past year. This was her best performance that I've, I think, ever seen of her songs. I was so happy with the song selection. Soul City and Zen are both like highlights off of the Ruby album for me, and of course she's gonna perform like Jennie. You can't stop it. But I was impressed by Soul City and Zen. I just thought she put on a good vocal performance. She sang enough. And wow, the Zen outro is like exactly what you want out of something that is supposed to feel like epic, you know, grand, something massive, like you would want from an award show. So, very impressive. Definitely watch this one. This was the best Rise performance of the season. So yeah, watch. From MMA 2025, the only performances that you should watch are Zico, Jennie, Rise. You can skip the rest. Every other artist either has better performances or isn't worth watching. Actually, if you're into that sort of thing, the Team J Park performance was kind of cool. MBC Music Fest 2025. Okay, another tight range on this one. Yeonjun was the best performance, and I think this was my favorite performance of his. It had good momentum, and Talk to You is just a great song to perform. Another good Meow stage to check out. I have a lot of comments about Anna's voice here. I'd be happy to talk about this more in the future. Anna has the same problem as many Japanese idols who have come before her. Sakura, Mina, Mocha, Iroha. That's just to name a few. It doesn't mean it can't be fixed. And it's not a Japanese exclusive problem. But it's more common among Japanese singers because of how they hold their mouths and breathe and the mouth shapes they make while speaking Japanese. Some people say that like when you're trying to do accents, it all has to do with like how you hold your mouth. How you hold your mouth can affect how you breathe. And how you breathe will affect how you sing, of course. Just practice, experience, good training, having the right coaches. That's what you need. That's all. From MBC Music Fest, yeah, watch Yeonjun, Meow, ATEEZ. I kind of liked the 2005 medley. I thought it was fun. Cordis, Next Z, Treasure, ITZY, The Boys, Stray Kids. Those were pretty good too. Golden Disc was so disappointing. I waited so long for it. It's not like there were awful stages, but really just like a lot of disappointing ones. Cordis's was the best. I don't need acapella here. Not in my K-pop. Unless it's EXO's Tempo. Don't mess up my tempo. I've heard what Kiss of Life did described as a modern day minstrel show, and I genuinely believe that is just so accurate that I am not giving them ratings, and I'm not watching their stages. I'm not willing to give them the time of day. There's a line that you have to draw when it comes to giving people second chances, and they cross the line, for me at least. I'm not willing to give them more of my time or attention. So I did not provide the links. I did not provide ratings for them. I won't stop you from discussing them in the comments, but I just won't engage in those discussions. Alright, let's get to the overview. Here we have it. Top performances. You gotta watch the Zico performance. A bunch of Cordis performances were just so good. I'm so impressed by how well Cordis are doing. They're absolutely dominating every stage. Like, they just take up all the space in the best way. They've been excellently trained and they have excellent synergy. I just think they're going places. They're the next big thing. Jennie's an MMA performance. It's the best Jennie performance, so you should watch it. LE SSERAFIM, Rise, ATEEZ, they all have also had excellent performances this season. It's no surprise to see these groups at the top, but that makes me want to commend groups like Cordis even more. And Rise. Rise has been doing really well. Let me know what your favorite performance of the season was. Take a peeky? Want to take a peek at the average scores? Time to look at the average scores. Zico got a huge boost because he only performed once. I mean, big advantage. Same with this dance team here. Oh man, wow. Idol really benefited from only having performed once. Baby Monster only performed twice. That's kind of shocking. But one of those performances was really good. Cordis wins boy groups. Wow. That is not surprising at all to me. They're just stage monsters. It's very impressive. Treasure really surprised me. AMP absolutely benefited from only having performed once, but I was impressed by that, and like I'll check them out. Honestly, if I see this as like just a ranking of how good these groups are at performing live, I don't think that's like entirely inaccurate. I don't know about AMP. I'm not willing to give them that highest score on average, like just based on this, but wow, only 5 different female soloists? That's crazy. 6, but like, yeah. Jennie and Dayoung, good. LE SSERAFIM performed 5 times and still had a pretty good average. Yeah, there were quite a good number of enjoyable special stages. I feel a little bit bad for Kiki. Kiki did a good job this season. They do fall at towards the bottom of the girl groups ratings, but they had the most stages, it looks like. Of course, this doesn't really include like special stages. I was a lot harsher on the special stages, so if there are groups or artists you like who did special stages and I rated them a little bit lower, keep that in mind when you're deciding whether or not to watch. Man, the discrepancy between my score for G-Dragon and the number of wins he got, crazy. I respect him as a veteran of the industry, but these just weren't good performances this season. ADP, wow, holy 666. This just in, ADP, satanic, watch out. If you want to send me your ratings, join my Discord. It's free. It's for everyone. We're building. If you ever want to see me again, please subscribe. And if you want me to not cry, please like.